Books have been my best friend ever since I was 5 years old. Even at the time of this pandemic lockdown, they have not left my side. Hello everyone, my name is Siona Nagar and these are my top 5 recommended reads. The first book on my list is a science fiction novel called Cinder by Marissa Meyer. Cinder is actually the first novel in a series known as the Lunar Chronicles. Cinder is a retelling of the famous fairy tale Cinderella. This story is more of a science fiction and a dark dystopian twist to the actual famous fairy tale that we all know today. Cinder follows the journey of a cyborg, which is a half robot and a half human named Cinder, who is basically similar to Cinderella. She has two evil stepmothers and evil stepsisters who make her life a living hell. But Cinder is actually the only known cure of a pandemic disease and a fatal disease that is spreading through their kingdom of New Beijing. And it is more of a futuristic story in which Cinder has to be the only cure for the pandemic because she is the only one who is not affected by it. This book follows Cinder's journey as she discovers many different things that she couldn't while she was cooped up in her house with her stepmother always giving her orders. This involves interest of Cinder being Prince Kai, who is the ruler of the earth, because this is set in the future. It is futuristic, it is science fiction, it is a must read for all. Next on my list is probably one of my favorite standalone novels of all time, and it is an amazing story. It's called Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. This is more of a contemporary romance, as you can tell by its title. This explores the journey of a girl named Anna who gets enrolled in a college in Paris, which is away from her country of America. And she is not very thrilled about it because she doesn't like to make new friends or like to branch out, and she's pretty shy. So once she gets into that school, she makes some new friends, finds out new possibilities because she's in Paris. She enjoys herself a lot. And this book is all about just Paris and all the movies, the food, and the fun classes that she attends. So this book was a very cute and an easy read, and it had me hooked from the first page. The next book on my list is one of the recently read books by me. It is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. The Night Circus is a historical fiction and a fantasy novel. It explores a circus which only stays open at night, and the circus is a venue or the place of action for these two magicians who are involved in a competition with one another. And this book explores different perspectives of the two magicians who are competing with each other and a boy who is an audience in the circus and is an onlooker in the circus. The writing is very lush, lyrical, magical, and this book is specially recommended for people who loved Harry Potter because it has similar themes of magic and fantasy in it. It is a must read for all. The next book on my list is more of a thriller, mystery, crime genre. It is Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. Personally, I am not into this genre, but this book had me hooked from the first page. This book explores the story of a famous school called the Ellingham Academy in Vermont, Canada. This school does not have a specific entrance exam for the kids to enter, but this school only lets the people who have a special talent in some or the other field enter in it. And it follows the journey of Stevie Bell, who is a young detective, and she is very into mystery and criminal minds and all of that kind of stuff. And she is very excited and very curious because there was a murder that took place many years back in the academy and the owners were involved. So Stevie tries to find out who did it, and she tries to find out more about the murder because she's fascinated with all of these things. And it is dark, thriller. It's a first book in a 2-part series or a 3-part series. The sequel is out right now, and I request every thriller fans to read it. The next book on my list is probably one of my favorite standalone novels of all time. It is Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Eder Sayce. This book has all these award stamps for a very special reason because this is a beautiful story about family, friendship. It explores two boys, Ari and Dante, who are complete opposites and are very different from each other. But when they meet, they change each other for a lifetime and they develop a beautiful friendship that stays with them forever. It's a story of discovering yourself, of coming of age and family. It is beautiful, young adult, contemporary and philosophical. And that concludes my list of recommended reads. I hope you found some of them helpful, and I hope now you will be adding all of these books in your Amazon cart.